It's day 66, challenge number 40 of this tour, and for this one I'm at Sonny's Diner in Budapest, Hungary, home to the Megaburger challenge, which, according to the owner, somewhere between 800 and upwards of 1,000 people have failed to finish this food challenge. Which has me thinking, will I be able to take this thing down, or will I join the hundreds of others who have fallen victim to this food monstrosity? What's going on? This is Magic Mitch, and for this food adventure, I'm battling the Megaburger challenge at Sonny's Diner. Now with this challenge, you've got a variety of items here, which variety is the spice of life, and it's something I'm always happy to see in a food challenge. Now first off, this challenge consists of 10 hamburgers, each with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, ketchup, and a little bit of mayonnaise as well. Then you've got a basket of fries and a side of coleslaw. Then also to top it all off, you've got a wonderful looking milkshake. And they also have several options to choose from. And for my milkshake, I went with the tried and true strawberry, which is always my standby. Now if you're able to finish this entire meal within the 40-minute time limit, you get the meal for free, which costs about 6,500 Forint, which is about $23 US. You also get your picture up on their wall of fame, and check this out, you get a voucher for another Megaburger plate challenge. Which, that is so cool, and of course, gotta give a thumbs up for that. Especially the fact that I love that you can get another challenge for free, so you could come back here and enjoy it with a couple of friends. Or, if you're having a particularly rough week, you can just have it all by yourself and eat your feelings away. Hey, no judgment here, it's all up to you. And something I just want to point out is, as far as the success of this food challenge goes, I mean, obviously, it's been doing very well. If the restaurant has 800 to 1,000 people who have failed this challenge, by any standards, it's incredible to see that many people even attempt the challenge. And there were only about 10 or so winners. Which, also keep that in the back of your mind if you're starting to think to yourself, oh yeah, I could take that thing down easily. Which, it always cracks me up, and I love to see those comments because it's like, yep, a challenge might have a less than 5% win rate, but it sure seems like 95% if you think you can beat it. You know what? Alrighty then, to each their own. You know what? Let me know in the comments down below how you think you would fare against this food challenge. But anyways, coming back to the challenge at hand. So as I mentioned before, this is my 40th food challenge of the trip, and I am feeling it. And it's had a noticeable impact on my overall food fighting abilities, which I went over in the previous video, so there's really no need to go over it again. But I did have some time to recover and recuperate, including a 6 to 7 hour train ride here from Prague in the Czech Republic. And also, it was nice to get back to my bread and butter here, battling some burgers and fries. Also, for what it's worth, it was kinda nice to be in an American diner, because I always find it fascinating to visit American diners outside of the United States. Just seeing all the American memorabilia, the iconic symbols, and the pictures as well, they just have a familiarity to them, like a home away from home, which I certainly enjoy. Speaking of enjoyment, smooth transition there, Mitch, I thoroughly enjoyed the food in this one. I thought it was excellent. First off, the burgers, which I was surely expecting to have flavor fatigue, at least by the last few burgers, but that wasn't the case here. The meat on these things were on the tender side, cooked medium rare, perfect to my liking. And then you had the crispy texture from the lettuce and the onions, and then you even had the ketchup and the mayonnaise that just sort of snuck in there, stopping to say hello. And then the fries, which typically I would say fries are fries, because there's usually not much to say about them. But these fries weren't too shabby, not at all. And they too had a nice, crispy texture to them. And now, while I kind of think about it, it was sort of a missed opportunity to try some of those perfectly salted fries and pair it with that strawberry milkshake, which was just sitting there, teasing me the entire time. But instead, I just decided to mash up the fries into a ball, stuff them into my pie hole, then chase them down with some Diet Coke. And as for the coleslaw, it too had it going on with some nice texture as well. And it was also on the sweet and creamy side, which is to my preference. Almost felt like it was a dessert all by itself. But as you already know, there's a proper dessert waiting for me at the finish line. And you don't need to ask, but I'm gonna tell you anyways, because it was, without a doubt, just as good as it looked. And overall, this was just a fantastic food challenge with a solid variety of great tasting items. And if you happen to be in the area, I would highly recommend you check this place out. Now as I bust out these post-challenge push-ups to celebrate the win, if you enjoyed watching this video, embark on another one, and I'll see you there.